We're here with something that's going to lose a bunch of games, but honestly, my patience with waiting for Zendikar is kind of drawn thin. So I decided I'd build a mono green deck and try and get it to work. And it's actually been doing all right. I think I've done 18 damage in one turn, but I mean, you either win within the first you know you're going to win within 5 turns or not. Basically, is what I've found. But this is where I've ended up. Pretty much the reason you build the deck is because of Primal Bellow. I mean, there's no other reason to go mono green. It might as well just be a Gruul deck without this card. But you know, we are going mono green, so we are going to run it. Then we have 4 Timberwatch Wolves. These kind of are here to help us survive the early game. I decided to run them over any of the other things. You could run like Dwynen's Elite. That's probably the other major consideration. But I don't know. I kind of use this deck as an excuse to play with a bunch of cards that I'd never really used before, and I hadn't actually messed around with this card much. So I thought I'd give it a go. There's a couple other cards which you'll see later on, which, yeah, I'm just generally messing around with this deck. It's not meant to be streamlined in any way. 4 Visionaries, because Visionaries that draws a card, and hopefully they can just jump block something and help us win the game that way. I mean, they were good last year, they're good this year still. Nissa wins games, nothing really much to say. Reclamation Sage, well, no, not you, Firesize, to save us from any enchantments, you know, the Sphinx's Tutelage, Flame Shadow, Evolutionary Leap, all this stuff. Need to run at least one, and then the kind of like the sub theme in this deck, it's kind of just ramp up to a big creature, give it a wild size and a Primal Bellow, and finish them in one turn. And so yeah, that's why we run 4 wild size. It's pretty much a lot of the big creatures in green don't have trample. This gives us trample, and it draws this card. And this is Pilgrimage, because ramp. Like, kind of just what I said there, and only being able to fetch forests isn't that bad in this deck anyway. Dwynen, because we're kind of going for like a defensive elves bit as well, which that's why we run like the Lanamo Empaths, because you know they're not really like aggressive very well, but they just help us restock, and she's got reach, so we don't just lose the Thopters, and she gains your life as well, which is very crucial. And we've got Reclamation Sage, the Visionaries, so her buff isn't terrible. And this thing is because it's safe to pile your buff spells on and stuff like that. It's a decent body. 3/3 hexproof is pretty powerful. Lano Empath, pretty much just what I said there. Just what it's in for. And then Wild Instincts, because we don't have Prep on, so we run Wild Instincts instead. Just to try. I mean, I don't want to run all 4, so that's why I've only got 3 in here, just simply because, you know, I love our creatures are going to be able to trade at least. Why I forgot a Sea Mastodon in here. Okay, I've got 4. Why the hell? I must have been trolling myself last night. Okay, I just put that behind me. 2 Outland Colossus. Not really much to say. He's a 6/6. Come here, 12/12. Get that thing trampled, and they're in trouble. Woodland Bellower. It's Woodland Bellower. Gets us a Reclamation Sage or a Visionary. Not really much else to say about Woodland Bellower. I mean, mostly right now it's just big creatures. And then this is Revelation. This used to be, what's a card called? Elemental Bonds. But then I realised that I don't know, just Elemental Bonds wasn't really getting me there, and this gains your life, which kind of is crucial. Plus, I mean, the first time back, I've never used it as well. This is the other card I was talking about. I mean, this definitely doesn't really belong in the deck. It's not really a powerful card, but you know, it's all luck. But if it does work, it's hilarious, and that's why it's in there. And yeah, so that's really the deck, and we'll go find some matches for it now. I'm trying to think why I had 4 Siege Mastodons in there. I don't know. I do a crazy thing. I think I just did it last night to mess with myself because I knew I'd forget. But yeah, we're just gonna. I mean, I think I've played how many matches? I mean, I got from like rank 37 back up to 40. That's 3, but then I think I did lose a couple as well. This guy's got my avatar, so he's gone down. I'm sorry if I sound a bit out of it. I'm actually on 26 hours without sleep at the minute. Actually, what time is it? Nope, 27 and a bit actually. So if I'm slightly gone, I think you know why. This guy's from Spain. 3-lander, yeah, we can keep. It's very late on, but hopefully Lanamo Empath can find us. some more ammo. We do have 2 7-drops in hand, so hopefully we find a Nissa's Pilgrimage. That would be a really good draw. What, elf? Yep, looks like we're playing elves. We do have a couple of Roan elves with. It's a foiled elf as well, so this guy isn't playing games. Wild size isn't too great there. But I don't know, I like Timberpack Wolf. It's a 2-2 for 2, which isn't terrible. And if you're lucky, it can be a 3-3 or even a 4-4. It's never really going to be a 5-5. That would be just insane. What's another benefit of Woodland Bellower in this deck? You can't tutor up for the wolf. Hey, look at that. That's just... It's a sign, really. I'd really love to hit my land drop next turn, but I can just wild size and trample over if I need to hit that land. But yeah, I mean, Woodland Bellower, you can tutor up a wolf if it, like, for some reason that provides lethal. Which would be hilarious, and I really hope I can pull it off. I mean, the other option here is you can run the trolls, but I don't know. I just felt like we're in Timberpack. And there's no really excuse about it. Well, Liliana. That's the worst attack in the world. No, I guess he gets to flip it. No, that is the worst attack in the world. Yeah, you get to make me discard, but I just get to kill you Lily next turn. I know you get a zombie, but I get to trample over with wild size. I've got pretty safe discard target here. I mean, I guess you can bring it back. No, you make me discard. Fortunately, Nissa's Revelation is going to go here. Yeah, everything else is more important. Plus, I'm kind of not finding lands at the minute. Okay, there we go. So swinging both at Lily here, and then hopefully wild size hits me a land. Doesn't really matter, it's going to die either way, and I don't trample through, but nope. Well, we hit a Pilgrimage for next turn, that's not terrible. So he's left without a board. We got 2 3/3s. Are we on mono black here, or is he just missing green? Can't really tell. I'd love him to not have a play right now. But we see a Gravedigger. That's what he tossed. I don't know. I really have no idea what this. If this guy's just missing elves, or if he's just running a really weird deck. And he doesn't have a play, so I'm absolutely fine with that. Of course you hit your land on the turn you want a Pilgrimage. Honestly, I'm just going to play land or Empath then. There's no point until I miss another land drop, I might as well. Don't need to ramp up, it's not like I can cast anything cheaper next turn. I'll just get the Empath out there and hopefully get some more things I want on top. I mean, you could have Languish, but we have Guy's Revenge follow-up afterwards. We're going to be digging for land anyway, and don't really need removal at the minute. So I think I'll just put both of them on the bottom and find a land on top. That's fine. We're going to be shuffling our deck anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I'm wondering if we have lethal next turn though. We have +4 with Primal Bellow. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, we have lethal if he doesn't play a creature. But he could have any of the instant speed removals right now. So that's probably not wise to go down that path. Priest of the Bloodright. Well, I think our turn is fairly designed right now. We go... This is Pilgrimage. And then we Primal Bellow to kill his... Hang on, let's think this through. We swing in, he is most likely going to block with both. Try and take 2 creatures down. And then one creature gets through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6. So yeah, we don't have him dead next this turn, so we might as well just wipe his board. Next turn we get to slam a Geyser Revenge, so I don't think he can really get out of this. Save our wolf just to keep our board up, and then next turn we're going to have 3 creatures swinging in. And he's only going to have how many blockers he can. He pretty much needs to go a second priest right now. And it's a rare, so he's only going to have. There's only one more in the deck. So you know, I think I've mowed this up. It's weird that it's mono green versus mono black though. It's not a combination you normally see. Nice Cotherbed. But he goes down to 1 here because the 2 wolves will get in, and he'll take 1 from my permanent dying. So I'll take that. And he's going to go down to 1. He's going to lose his Cotherbed though, but he needs to slam 2 more blockers. Just get to draw a card though. But we have so much like buffs and primal bells and more creatures to draw. That. Oh no, interesting. The trigger doesn't go on the stack. Whenever a permanent owned by another player is put in the graveyard. So why didn't he draw? I have no idea why that didn't work out the way I thought it did. Yeah, screw it. He's dead either way. Lesson learned though. We drew another land off the top. So we ended up flooding relatively 7-10 in the top 17. Considering we were screwed at the start, that's unfortunate. But got a win against mono black. I don't even know what happened there because never mind, I do know what happened. I was thinking he gained 2 life from Unholy Hunger, but obviously he did not because he didn't have Spell Mastery. That was a weird game. He got fairly greedy with the Lily there, flipping her basically onto an empty board. I know he got his 2/2 zombie, but considering he was playing green, he didn't really gain too much from Lily right there. She's obviously a nightmare in this deck, if making you discard all your good stuff and bring creatures back. But you know, things happen. My laptop's going nuts and I'm dozing off. This isn't going as well as expected. But we did manage to get a win, which is more than I thought. I thought I'd go 0-3 considering the circumstances, but Yunji, let's see how they get on. He's on the plate. Fallout, yep. I mean, I don't have much going on late game, but my early game is pretty solid right now. 2 Timber Packs into Visionary. I mean, I don't need to go turn 2 Visionary here. I can just go Timber Packs and get a pretty decent start off. It's like an aggro deck. 3/3 on turn 2 is not bad. Are we playing mono blue? That would be crazy. No, he's going to be artifacts. Disappointing, but not unexpected. We need to find a Dwayne in then. That's how it's going to roll for us. Yeah, Dwayne is pretty much only out to flyers. That's why I run both of them. I didn't originally run them. I just kind of thought, well, you're going to lose either way. There's only 2. It's not exactly the biggest creature in the world, but you really do need Dwayne. It kind of made me shoveling some of them Llanowar Empaths and a couple more of the elf cards. And he didn't swing in, interesting. I would have took that trade any day of the week, especially as he seems to be colour screwed. I don't know, we can keep Primal Bellow open for, but you can counter that if you want. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And I don't even consider counter spells a thing at the minute. But he's gonna exhaust me pretty dry here. Do we save our creature? We draw cards, so screw it. We're going to save our guy and keep our board up. It's probably not the play, but I don't really care this one. I just want to keep something on the board, and then next turn hopefully draw something other than land. There's more removal. It's pretty good. Don't go Whirler Rogue here, please. Powerless Mat. Wow. Can hit him for 4. I think we... no, it's going to wild size over now. That's made that play. I don't think I would have Wild Instinct though. Then we get to hit him for 3 and draw a card. So that's pretty good right there. I'd love to draw into a Colossus of some sort, or into something decent, really. Mono blue though. I hope this guy isn't mono blue, because the chance of 3 monocolored decks going up each other and none of them being red deck wins is pretty hilarious. Next we'll be seeing mono white in the LP game, but that thing's just getting Wild Instinct. Hit him for another 4. Well, not another 4, but hit him again. Turn after we can go both elves, so yeah, that's a play. While he's tapped out, take out one of his biggest creatures. Take him down to 3rd. I don't know why, it's weird. This deck, it's like, right now I'm looking at this and this is just terrible. But it's doing it against the mono blue. So far anyway. I mean, he just needs to slam a Whirler Rogue and we're in for pain. There's a second chief, which is just gonna eat a second Wild Instincts, I think. This guy clearly has nothing if these are the creatures that are coming out first. Ooh, Arbor Colossus. Outland Colossus, my bad. We got 6 mana. Yeah, we're just gonna do this except drop a Visionary. I wish I'd still I wish my second Timber pack had hit the field. This guy would be practically dead by now. I don't know. Hopefully he taps out. Well, he kind of needs to respond now. He's getting fairly low. Primal Bellow just kills him off the top, pretty much. So if he taps out, I'll slam the clock. Whoa, Guy's Revenge. Can't be countered. I hope this guy, he has to be missing red. There's no way we're playing mono blue. If we hit land off the top though, it's game right now. You can't tap down Guy's Revenge. Let's see. And his wild size. So we swing him for 3 and then drop a Colossus, I think is the play. Or we could just try and dig for a land. Because he's going to tap on the Colossus. I mean, yeah, we'll put a land on top, I think. That's going to be a way we win this game. Because he can tap the Colossus down next turn. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be able to cast out Revelation, but screw it. I like the fact that it's on top. It just makes me feel warm inside. And I'm going to say he's missing a colour. Yeah, that's the artifact. So I mean, we can. Nah, we slam the guy right now and then just crunch roll out. Because we can give it wild size next turn if he has any chump blockers. So yeah, I think that's the play. I think it is anyway. I mean, it probably is missing lethal. I'm trying to think. I mean, it depends how he blocks. If he didn't block, obviously wild size would have been lethal there. But and we see a Perilous Mare. We can just trample over. I don't think there's any out for him in mono blue against the guys. Yeah, okay, game. It was fun, but Guy's Revenge overpowered. Do we just do this just for fun? No, because we don't kill him this turn. I don't want to get blown back by something random. Yeah, there's no point doing that. As much as I'd love to. And there's nothing you can do here. That's 2 wins. I'm actually in shock. This deck shouldn't be winning. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, we'll play one more. Screw it. What's the difference between like 27 and 28 hours? The important thing is you're having fun. And I don't know why I called it Mellow Bellow. I just kind of came up with a name. Same reason I probably put Seas Mastodon in. I do crazy things at night. Okay, come on, this guy, I'm going to assume that second guy was missing the colour. I just think by the way he wasn't really playing much. With 4 blue mana if he was mono blue, and then the first guy I think he was mono black. If this guy's mono white, that'll just blow my reality on the game. And he's on the play again. 3 land, Timber Pack. Yeah, I guess we can keep. We hit 1 land, we're pretty solid. Well, that doesn't tell us anything. But Timber Pack into not really much, to be honest. Well, that's the 4th land we need. If he goes auras, we have a Woodland Bellower if we can get to 6. Kithian on the play though, that's kind of brutal. Yep. Auras it up, fair enough. We are going to be taking quite the beat down here. We kind of need Nissa's Pilgrimage off the top, or a Reclamation Sage obviously. Otherwise we are going to be pretty much dead, I think, before Woodland Bellower can make an impact. Right, so we are 4 turns away from the Bellower, and we are doing nothing next turn. Nissa's Pilgrimage would be lovely. Or the Reclamation Sage, either one of them. So I mean 4 and 52, that's what? 52, 26, 13, 1 in 13 chance. And he doesn't have any other play. Nope, okay. So that's nothing but lands off the top, which actually isn't terrible. But at the same time we're down to 11. Celestial Flare, okay. Well, at least it's not hitting a Humbeast or Guy's Revenge. If we ever get that far. But I don't think we can really make a comeback at this point. Don't run Fogs, unfortunately. Because, I mean, best case scenario, he doesn't have any other creatures. It's going to be 3 more turns, so we're going to be taking 9? Okay, yeah, we're dead. I mean, Primal Hunt Beast can trade with irregulars, but apart from that, it ain't looking pretty. And we've drawn nothing but land so far. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I just think if he has another aura here, it's just game. It's been a pleasure. But I don't think we can stage a comeback. Topian Freeblood is not an aura. That was the second turn. Why wasn't he playing them last turns? Mono Green doesn't have a board wipe as far as I'm aware. Just a little hint to this guy. And he's not attacking in. I don't know why. He's definitely the beat down here. Yep, yeah, we don't need anything other than lands. It's fine. I don't know, next turn though. Woodland Bellower gives us a chance if he can't kill us this turn. That Kithian has done 15 damage to us. Plus you can give it indestructible to make our blocks kind of useless. But we're going to go down to 3 here if he swings all out and he doesn't have any buff or anything. Yeah, I think we're just too low. We were too slow. And he could just have another Celestial Flare. There's a Wardens to draw him another card. Yeah, this isn't looking pretty. That's a weird... no, never mind, I thought them Topian Freeblades weren't coming in. So, I mean... He's got a 3-3 and a 2-1 and a 1-1. I don't know. Why is that? Why did that Nimbus... Okay, he's got Gideon as well. Shit. Yeah, this game's over. Forgot about the Gideon flip. Untaps the creature and gives it indestructible. So I mean the aura is kind of irrelevant at this point. Hey, look at that, something that's not land. It's a bit late, I'm afraid. I don't know, I don't think you can attack into that. What do we have? Reclamation Sage doesn't do anything now. Screw it, I think we need to Visionary just to try and chain a couple Primal Bellows or whatever. But he can't really come in with his ground guys, he can come in with his... Gideon's a 4-4, isn't it? Yeah. So actually he can't really swing in at all. If he has nothing. But he did draw a card. And he's going to get land here. Celestial Flare would be terrible. Just need to stall until we get Wild Size and 2 Primal Bellows. That's the goal. Nissa's Revelation off the top, I called it. You heard it here first. It's going to win us this game because it's going to hit us Guy's Revenge. I'm going to draw 8 cards, gain 7 life, and then just win the game. I just think that's perfectly reasonable. 1 in 23 chance. But he can't really come in here. He can't without any combat tricks. He loses. Makes me have to attack the Gideon next turn. Guess. If I draw a Wild Size, that'd be hilarious. Nope, second Primal Bellow though. Fortunately, I have to attack Gideon. So we have Primal Bellow is good for +7/+7. That's 14. Timber Pack Wolf. It's a blocker, I guess. And I guess we'll just have to play this defensively, and then crunch in here with the 6/5. I mean, it doesn't. Do I have to attack? I can't remember. But yeah, okay. So I have to attack. And Celestial Flare, fair enough. I don't know why you just would do that last turn and make me on the block. But fair enough. We're not doing terribly here though. If he tries to crunch in, we can blow him back with a couple of Primal Bellows. He's down to 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. 0. Kithian's fucking irregulars. I can tap down something. It's going to tap down a Timber Pack. That hurts a lot. Bollocks. We need this Nissa's Revelation. It depends on... I might just try and go for a lethal attack here. Just block down enough and then try and force through enough with Primal Bellow. On the Hunt Beast. No, because he's got a Vigilance guy. It's never going to work. He's got 5 attackers as well when he's got 3 blockers. We have to go... jump down there. We have to let that Wardens come through. Alright, let's think this through. Yeah, we have to, the Wardens has to go. One we can't block. So I think logically it's there are blocks. And then we just Hail Mary into some sort of buff spell next turn. If I can do maths. He draws a card, but it's kind of irrelevant. Come on, land off the top. Yep, perfect, okay. I was being sarcastic with land off the top, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, screw it. We're just gonna pretend we have nothing and then see how much damage we can do. I don't know. If we drew a Wild Size or another. Has this guy choked? I don't know. Please tell me he's choked. I can't do maths. 10. I can't breathe. Why didn't he block? Oh god. This deck is the best deck in the game. Oh god. Well, I'm gonna call it an end there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.